We're live in the Pits of Metal Cast with your one and only, and with Dave and Angelo of Heretic. What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Angelo, what's going on, man?
Hey, things are fantastic.
How's the weather out there?
You know what? Today is an absolutely beautiful day.
70 degrees?
What was the temperature today?
70?
It's probably in the low 80s. It's supposed to be in the 90s this weekend, so summer's just having a tough time going away out here.
Yeah. So you guys got your first album in 5 years coming out, a game you cannot win?
Yes, actually the release date is October 27th, so we're just about 3 weeks away.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about this new release? How long was the recording process?
So we actually started recording this record back in 2015, which seems like quite a while ago, but Glenn was still in the band at the time, and we had started writing, all this material, and Glenn actually he had like a medical issue. He wasn't he was along with Brian Corbin back in the day, and he had done some keyboards on some of the early Heretic material. Known him, he's a lifelong friend, lifelong, musician and bandmate and stuff like that. And I had been in a couple bands with him, in the past. So we just figured that it was just the right fit for us. So he's very familiar with the band. We actually had a former bandmate of mine in Hyrax. So we got about halfway through the record, and we just the band and him, we just had completely different visions on this to a time of Christ, Ignacio, and things back out with him. So we learned all new, all 13 songs, and so what we did was we went in and we did our final session with Iggy with the Milwaukee Bash, and then came back in, recorded the record, and got it done. So, it was definitely a half to say the least.
So you guys are happy with the final production?
We are. We kind of did things a little bit different this go around. When we recorded A Time of Crisis, we were proud of the record. We loved the way it came out, but we did get a little bit of lashback from a lot of the old school, kind of the hardcore metal fans, thinking that it was just a little bit overproduced and and so we did all the basic tracks live, and then obviously overdubbed the leads and vocals and additional rhythm tracks and so on and so forth. But yeah, we're super happy with the way it came out. We entered the studio at Trench Studios in Corona, California, with John Haddad, who outro. So there's 13 totals for roughly about 50 minutes worth of new material.
Now you want to run through the track listing with us?
Sure, yeah, I'd love to. So the album starts off with kind of the state of the way things are going in America today. Or actually, I shouldn't even say America, just kind of a state of the union itself. And with kind of like outro music going through, kind of like very, very misty, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and the outro is...
Yes, yep, that would be it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the track list, So then you said the 27th release date, right?
Yeah, October 27th will be the release date through Dissonance Records out of England, out of the UK. Super great people. We're stoked that they're getting us the opportunity to get our music out to the masses.
What's the name of that Heretic song that you sent?
The song that you should have is our single. It's called "This World Called Hell."
Okay, got it.
Now, are you guys gonna do a record release party out there in California?
We're looking to do one probably after the release date. We have a couple things in mind. I don't think we're going to be playing it, but we'll definitely be hosting something at. We're actually considering doing it at a local brewery, not too far from us here in Southern California. The place is called Phantom Carriage, and it's a really badass brewery. Not only do they brew great beers, but the whole interior of it is very horror themed. You know, horror movie themed. So great setting. Like I say, awesome people, and we thought that would be a great place to have our record release party at. So that's in the works, and we're probably looking sometime probably early to mid-November, probably 2 to 3 weeks after the official release.
So, do you like horror movies?
I'm sorry?
Do you like horror movies?
She said, "Do you like horror movies, Angelo?"
I don't. I can't understand it.
Do you like horror movies?
Oh, horror movies. Oh, yeah. I love them. I don't watch them as frequently as I used to. But yeah, it's always on my television for a good horror flick.
What's your favorite horror character?
Oh God. So many. Well, Jigsaw's always a good one.
So?
Hellraiser. Obviously the Nightmare movies, the Jason movies,
Freddy!
the Halloween movies.
I got Freddy tattooed on my arm. Did you hear me?
What's that?
I got Freddy Krueger tattooed on my arm.
You know what? I want to say I saw that when we met you two outside
Yes,
of
you did.
The club in Milwaukee that night.
You did. I showed it to you.
I thought so, yeah. I thought so.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah. I got my favorite characters tattooed on me. Jack Skellington, Tinkerbell, and Freddy.
Oh, there you go. Well, I guess you're going from one end of the spectrum to the other, huh?
Yeah, I'm all about everything.
Yeah, there you go.
I have an open mind too. I go on both sides also.
What was that?
I said I have an open mind too to everything. I like to hear both sides of the stories.
I get you.
Okay.
I get you, and I know where you're going with that, and I'm staying as far
I know.
away from
No,
that
I was just saying I have an open mind. But anyways, continue, Dave.
Now, Angelo, how long you been playing bass guitar?
Oh, God, I'm 53 now. I can't remember. Let's say I was probably about a teenager. I'd say probably 12, 13, 14, right in that range. So probably almost 40 years.
So you only play bass, or you know how to play guitar too?
I play a little guitar. Well, I are mostly when I'm writing songs. But as for that, just there's the bass is my instrument. I have fun with her, so I stick to her.
So how many bass guitars do you currently own?
I have a Schecter Hellraiser. I have an old Charvel by Watson. I have 3 Rickenbackers.
I want a Schecter.
I have a 1966, a 1978, and a 1981. And I have an acoustic Ibanez bass for when we get together and work on new material.
I remember my Ibanez got stolen back in April.
It wasn't me.
No, it was a Les Paul knockoff lookalike, a 1980s model.
Oh.
My guitar got stolen.
Guys, I just understand what causes people to want to steal. It just irritates the
I don't
shit.
fuck know. I'm still crying over my guitar. I still want it back.
How long ago did that happen? Recently, or is
Yeah,
it
back in April. Back in April, a couple months ago.
Oh wow, so fairly recent.
Yeah. I know.
Well, if you ever find it, I would smash it over the person's head who stole it. No, I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm gonna face palm the person.
I don't advocate violence.
I'm gonna face palm the person who stole it. Slap his fucking face in. I'm not advocating violence, but seriously, it's my guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you work hard, it's just been so hard, and, to things, and then someone just, comes and steals it. That's just bullshit. I'm not.
Did you ask me when the last show you played? Okay, when was the last show you guys played?
What was the last show we played? Oh my god, we played. I want to say we played at a place in downtown LA called the 5-Star Bar.
Ooh.
So probably the year right before we finished up the recording of the record. So yeah, because I think we wrapped up the recordings probably right around March or April.
Okay.
And shopped it around, and we met with some really cool labels. But the people at Sense Productions were super awesome to us. Really, expressed interest in us and just made it really easy for us to say yes.
That's cool.
So now, Angela, when you first started playing bass, what was the first band you joined?
The first band I was ever in with two buddies from high school, the Cardenas brothers, Ray and Steve, and we actually played original guitar, bass, and drums, and none of us could sing, so we basically just wrote a bunch of instrumentals and that was fun, fun high school stuff. But I would say probably the first like signed band that I ever joined was a band called Predator on Metal Blade Records, and that had to have been probably like 87, 88, right around there.
Nice.
So
after Predator, what'd you do?
So after Predator, I joined. After Predator. After Predator, I joined a band called The Center, and that actually I was in that band with current Heretic guitar player Stuart Fuji. We did that for a couple of years, and then after that, I left. I joined kind of the crossover thrash metal punk band Uncle Slam. Spent probably about a year in the band with them. Did some local shows here in the LA area, and it was while I was Uncle Slam that Brian Corbin, a longtime friend that I've known from high school days, reached out to me and let me know that there was an opening in Reverend. So I auditioned for Reverend probably like late '89, early 1990, and I got the audition and went on to record Play God, and then we did the live record at Jezebel's in Anaheim, California. Which was super awesome because a lot of great bands have come to Jezebel. I remember like in the early '80s seeing Slayer and like a lot of bands like that used to play in the Orange County area. So it was kind of it was pretty neat to me. It kind of meant a lot to be able to record our live album at that venue. And shortly thereafter, Reverend disbanded, and Brian. Jason Ian, Scott Ian's younger brother, and my myself, we formed a local band called Seed. We did that for a while and until it broke up. And then that was right around 1998 when I retired from music and didn't pick up a guitar from 1998 to almost 2002 when I got a call from Glenn Rogers saying that Hyrax needed a bass player. And then from then on, I've been pretty active in music. So from Hyrax to Anger is Art, to Heretic. Yeah, I also do time with Bitch. In fact, I'm going to be playing with Bitch at the Frost and Fire Festival in Ventura. But this is more of a Heretic interview, so let's just stick to the Heretic questions.
But how long did you play with Hyrax for?
I did the New Age of Terror, and we were just in the process of getting ready for their when I left the band. So I was in the band for just about 2 years, just a little over 2 years.
And then what year did Brian Corbin get you to join Heretic?
I joined Heretic in 2011. So from 2005, from 2006, 2007 to about 2011, I spent that time with Angela.
So now, Angela, what bass players were your influences when you were growing up?
Oh, yeah, man, it's kind of funny, and people kind of give me a weird look when I say it, but Pete Way was one of my favorite bass players growing up because I was such a big UFO fan that I would say like Steve Priest from Sweet, obviously Geddy Lee, I was a big Rush fan. Just so many great bass players. Obviously in the early '80s, I think 82, 81, 82, the first time I heard Iron Maiden was completely blown away. How could you not just idolize Steve Harris? Who's just amazing. But so those are some of the bass players that I grew up listening to and kind of trying to pattern myself after, so to say.
Right. So off the new album coming out, The Game You Cannot Win, you have a favorite track off that album so far?
That's kind of a loaded question. That's like asking me which one of my kids do I like the best. But I would probably have to say my favorite song on the record is the opening track called This World Calls Hell, which is what we're using as our single, the one I sent you. From there, I'd probably say Everything's About to Change. Relentless is a really, really kind of up-tempo, more of a thrashy type of tune. So what I love about this record is just the dynamics of it, because like I say, it features everything from thrash elements to more like mainstream kind of just like classic metal elements. So it's kind of all over the map, but I think it will appeal to the metal fan.
Right. Now, you guys been mostly categorized as power thrashers, right?
I don't know where that label came, because we're not a power band. We're definitely not a thrash band. Like I said, when people ask hey, what kind of music do you play? We play classic metal. So when I think of classic metal, I think of bands like Judas Priest, Saxon. Elements of Motorhead. Elements of Iron Maiden. Stuff that you would have listened to. In the late '70s through the late '80s. So that's just kind of where I'm from. What I grew up listening to. So I would say that you could classify. You could categorize this as a thrash band if you wanted to. There's elements of it in there. But like I think classic metal band is what I like to say. If I'm starting my own subgenre, so be it.
What's your favorite food?
What's my favorite song?
Favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food?
Yeah.
Pizza.
Oh, God.
I could eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
Favorite toppings? Come on.
Oh my God! Let's see. Oh, okay. So my favorite topping is just a regular old cheese pizza. But the other day I ordered a Philly cheesesteak pizza with white sauce, and it was fucking ridiculous, man.
Really cheesesteak piece of white
Ew.
But no, I'm a classic pizza guy. Just give me a plain old cheese pizza, and I'm good to go.
You don't like pepperoni?
I like pepperoni, but I don't eat pork anymore, so I can't.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't ate pork since since I owned a pot-bellied pig named Brownie, and then 13 years after she was 13 years old, a lady driving an SUV ran her over by accident.
Oh, that's horrible.
She came in my driveway and ran her over.
But you said it was accident, right?
Yeah, but she was on my property. This happened to be on my property.
Yeah, that sucks. That's not cool at all.
But she.
Yeah, I used to love like all meat pizza, sausage and pepperoni and all that stuff. But like I say, since I stopped eating pork, that Philly cheesesteak one was just awesome. But just give me a plain old cheese pizza with extra cheese, and I'm good to go.
But that lady did pay for a funeral for my pig.
Well, yeah, she should.
She bought her a gravesite, a tomb, and everything. That was
nice. At least she came to pay respects.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite drink?
Oh, my favorite drink, LaCroix water.
Okay.
Seems that I quit drinking about a year ago.
Good.
So I don't drink alcohol anymore. So yeah, I drink a shit ton of water.
So biggest band you guys played with?
Biggest band I ever played with. Oh my God. Judas Priest.
Oh shit.
Yeah, which is actually kind of an unfair statement because we played a 3-day festival. We played Sweden Rock back when I was in Hyrax, and Judas Priest happened to be headlining the festival. So I always tell people, yeah, we opened up for Judas Priest. I'm not lying.
Oh shit. Wow. Any other bigger bands?
Oh, let's see. I've opened up for Sabotage.
Nice.
Oh God, Motorhead, Saint.
Oh wait, Motorhead. You said Motorhead. I have Lemmy hanging on my wall right there.
What was that?
I have Lemmy's calendar hanging on my wall.
Yeah,
Since he died.
It's so hard to believe. I mean, I know we're going to be going on 3 years, but man, I just can't believe that going on 2 years that he's passed away. God, Lemmy is one of those people who was never supposed to die, right?
Yup.
But he did live.
As his life, you got to figure, I'm in my 50s, so when I was a teenager, a lot of the bands that I grew up listening to were in their 20s and 30s, and here we are, 30, 40 years later, and all my heroes who are, are getting older, and so it's just like I say, this really sucked. Like my wife and I, we went to see Tom Petty a week ago.
Hell yeah!
Just saw him in concert a week ago, and he just passed away this past Monday. So yeah, you just can't take. If there's a band out there that you want to see, don't procrastinate. Just go out and buy a ticket and go see them.
Yep. Top 5 favorite bands.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 favorite bands.
Top 5 favorite bands. Well, I've been I'm going to go with my Judas Priest. Judas Priest is one of my all-time favorite bands. Slayer, love Slayer to death. Motorhead, you know, that's always got to be on the list. Heretic, because I was a huge Heretic fan long before I ever joined the band. And another top 5 band. Let's go old school. God, let me think of somebody old school. How about Sweet? I grew up being the hugest Sweet fan. Owned every one of their records from like 1974 on. So
I love that band.
Those I'd have to say my top. But you know what? If you ask me tomorrow, my top 5 would probably change. So
yes.
There's just so much good music out there, old and new. But don't ask me to name any new bands because I don't know names. I just know songs.
Okay. Dave?
So what's the biggest festival that Heretic's been on?
The biggest festival that Heretics ever played was the Headbangers Open Air in Germany a couple years back. We did that one with Metal Church, Blood Feast out of New York. Oh God, just a bunch of great bands on that bill.
Hell yeah. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the song "Discworld" called Hell Final?
So basically, the song's just called "A World Called Hell," and basically it's about a guy going, you know, not too dissimilar from a game you cannot win. Just basically, you know, the curveballs that life throws at you. Just trying to find your way through life. Being the best person that you can be, and working hard, and
yes,
and always doing the right thing, but shit always blowing up in your face.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of the premise to A World Called Hell.
Okay, now let's take a break and play a song. Hold on a second.
1 minute and 52 seconds.
Woke up this morning with blood on my hands. Looked in the mirror, don't know who I am. I've been down my mistakes, can't hold it back. The demons away. Don't tell me that I am destined to fail. You can't break me, my strength will prevail. Left with nowhere to run, I stand my ground. Once understood. Feel it coming again and again. Search for an answer, but it never ends. I hear it calling, trapped inside my brain. Face my fears, time will tell. Free myself from the road of hell. Wasted years, cry for help. Free myself from the road of hell. Face my fears, time will tell. Free myself from the road of hell. Wasted years, cry for help. Free myself from this world.
Yep, 20 years together. And one kid. So, anyways, do you have any kids?
I have two.
Are they musically talented like Daddy?
You know what? My son, growing up, actually my son's from my first marriage, but growing up, I kind of, got him, drum lessons, keyboard lessons, guitar lessons, and stuff like that. He's very talented guy, but he has no interest in playing music, but he loves listening to music. This kid can tell you pretty much everything about any genre you want, from metal to punk to hip hop to country western to boy band to electronica. He knows everything about everything, and I don't know how I can handle that, but he's doing pretty well. So
Yeah.
my daughter, she's the older of the two. She's not a music person at all, but loves listening to music and is a fashionista, I guess you could say.
Fashionista? Cool.
Yeah, she graduated from the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandise, and now she works for a high-end clothing company based out of New York called Rag and Bone.
That's awesome.
Because I can't afford $500 pair of jeans. So.
That's good.
Now, Angela, what?
Yeah, give me a $30 pair of Levi's and I'm good to go.
So now, Angela, what's the fondest memory you have of being in Heretic so far?
What's the farthest what?
Fondest memory of being in the band Heretic.
Oh my God! I would probably say taking it over to Europe for the first time. Because I've been to Europe several times with Heretic and Anger Hearts. And even this, I've been over and toured Europe with this before. So being able to get over to Europe for the first time with Heretic was pretty special. Just being able to share that experience with the rest of the band.
Okay. Let me ask you, how many websites can people find Heretic on?
Well, we have our Facebook page, which is Heretic Metal. It's actually Heretic-Metal, and then we have a website, www.heretic.rocks. So those are the two media outlets that you can find us at.
And tell me, what kind of merchandise you guys have available for sale?
Right now, we on our website we have the classic Heretic Jack the Ripper shirt. So it's got the Heretic logo and it's got the little Jack the Ripper right below it. Those are what we have right now available on our website. We are in the process of trying to ink a merchandise deal with one of the distributors for our record. So once we get that done, we're hoping to have tons of merch, hoodies. We'd like to have the t-shirts with the album logo on it and stuff. So hopefully we'll have all that stuff up and running within the next month and a half, and then from there, once the record's released, we'll start talking to some promoters and get out there and start supporting the record.
That's awesome, man. Well, Angela, thank you for your time, my friend.
Absolutely, yeah. It's always fun talking. When we did the last two games for
March.
For Time Crisis, I had Dylan here with me. So
March last year.
We all had a blast. I want to say we Skyped that time because I remember we were watching it on the computer monitor.
Yes.
Yeah, so I really thought it was that we couldn't Skype this time. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with my speaker here, because I could hear you guys fine. Just not sure what was going on with my end, so I do apologize.
Like I told you, what's watching Skype right now because of what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just as long as they're not tapping my phone, then we're good to go.
No,
right?
they're not tapping us. They're just checking on everything.
Right on. Well, and I also when I do Skype, I don't have my camera on.
Yeah, me neither. My camera's covered.
Yeah, my camera is covered right now. Plus, I look like crap. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not camera ready right now.
Oh yeah. Me. And you got any final words to say?
Yes, I do have a final word. I want to say again, I know I said this earlier in the interview, but I really, really want to thank Steve, the president of Dissonance Records, and everybody over there for giving us the opportunity to release another album. Like I said, it's been quite a few years. It's been 5 years since the time of Crisis, which isn't all that out of the realm of out of the norm, because I think bands these days, a lot of bands are waiting 3, 4, 5 years in between records now. Mostly because they're doing a lot of touring. So unfortunately, I can't say that was the delay in our record, but just a couple of different lineup changes. It's kind of funny because the lineup right now is pretty much what it was when we released the Time of Crisis, except Glenn. But we got Iggy back in the band, and he's just such a monster drummer, and just really, him being younger, him being almost 20 years younger than the rest of the band, he brings out an energy in us, so. But I'd really like to say, for the fans, for the music fans and the metal fans that buy this record, I really hope you enjoy it. We really put a lot of thought, a lot of hard work into this record. We didn't want to just make some run of the mill follow up to a Time of Crisis. We really wanted to we wanted to write some true songs. We wanted to really get back to the roots of Heretic and not so much just the roots of Heretic, but the roots of what we grew up listening to and where we come from musically. So we believe that this record best represents that, because, like I say, it's kind of all over the map. Like I say, we've got elements of a lot of different styles of metal on this record. So we just hope everybody enjoys it.
Oh yeah, that sounds awesome, man. Can't wait to hear your new record.
So yeah, and I can't wait for you to hear the single that we just sent over to you. Please, you'll have to send me a message and let me know what you thought of it.
No, I like it. I heard it. I liked it.
Oh, badass.
Yeah.
Were you listening while we were talking?
Yeah, I was listening on my headphones. I had a headphone in my ear, had my phone in my hand.
Oh. Well, the next time you listen to it, you need both ears and you need to play it loud, and then let me know what you think.
Okay, well, I'm about to, after we're done with the interview, I'm about to listen to the interview again. Don't skip forward to the song.
And then if you go to the website, like I say, it's www.heretic.rocks, R-O-C-K-S. We have, I think, 5 songs up on the website, just 30-second samples, just to kind of get an idea of the different elements of metal that this record has.
Yeah, okay, well, I will check that out. And I'm pretty sure everybody listening right now will do the same thing.
Right out. And I look forward to getting back to the East Coast, and once we're there, I look forward to seeing you guys again.
You need to come to the Midwest.
You know what? We will be we'll be planning a couple of U.S. dates. I don't think that we're going to have an extensive tour, but we'll probably do several fly out 4 or 5 date mini tours with a couple of the bands. So
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time, my friend Angelo.
yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And anytime, this is fun.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Anytime you want.
Hell yeah, it's fun. We'll do more interviews in the future. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Have a good night.
All right, good night.
Bye.